name is Novel Aliasafina. I'm from ISH300 for B2. Indonesia requires halal certification for halal product released because among 250 million people in Indonesia, approximately 88% of them are Muslim. So this country needs halal certification because the majority of Indonesian citizens are Muslim. Majlis Ulama Indonesia (MUI) or Indonesia Ulama Council was founded in Jakarta, Indonesia on 26 July 1975. There are three broad goals for MUI that had been agreed with the Indonesian government. First, strengthening religion in the way the Pancasila described to ensure national resilience. Second, the participation of ulama in countrywide development. And third, whole harmony among variety of religions in Indonesia. The goals are created to help Suharto in communism repudiation, and it was an umbrella organization for political Islam canalization. Now MUI has 12 commissions and 10 divisions that work together on behalf of Muslim interests through various responsibilities such as fatwa, education and management, training, ladies and families, law and regulation, studies and development. Badan Penyelenggara Jaminan Produk Halal or BPJPH started its operation in early 2017 to facilitate the administrative process of halal certification, which involves receiving all applications, collecting their fees, and issuing certificates. It will work parallel with country sole halal certifier since 1998, the Ulama Censored Food and Drug Analysis Agency. The audit and review of the products to be certified will done by Halal Audit Agency, which will have the SIG MUI approval before certification can be issued.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Siti Najwa binti Ahmad from Group 5 AS116 for B2. Today I will present about requirement and application to get halal certificates. In Regulation 31, 2018 has stated the requirement of the features and the type products that will halal certified. The criteria that contained in this regulation, certain criteria of them are business, premises, facilities or factories must practice GMP, which is good manufacturing and halal GMP certified. Next, if there are non-halal products sold in the premise, this product need to be stated clearly not halal on their packaging. Then, the registration of halal auditors, halal inspection agencies, LPH that do the examination of product sample or food, at least need to have 3 auditors to conduct their inspection. We move on to things to know during application of halal certificate. Halal certificate is not only can be issued by halal product certification agencies (BPJPH), but it also can be requested or provided by all producers or distributors. However, for foreign companies that want to sell goods, they need to be halal certified first from an agency of their own country and need to get the halal certificate in Indonesia. The agency of halal certification need to be licensed with BPJPH as well. Besides that, for the company that want to get the halal certificate, company is unnecessary to be Muslim or only consist of Muslims. It is enough if they obey to halal laws in each production step of food. Next, we don't need to apply the individual halal certificate for raw materials, but on condition the raw material need to follow the halal requirements. Finally, we move to the ways for applying for halal certificate in Indonesia. The first step is approval process. In this process, we need to have the product records, the detail of applicant, product descriptive, additive use, and the overall procedure of production. Secondly, we need to wait for special identification number of BPJPH. Thirdly, we need to choose private halal inspection LPH from a list that issued by BPJPH. The next step is the inspection will do by LPH to check for goods and services, including the components in food specimens. If the goods have consisted any suspicious content, BPJPH will perform a laboratory examination for further inspection. Then the next step is we need to pay for relevant fees based on company scale. The second last step is LPH will report the inspection result of goods to the MUI, Food and Drug Research Institute of the Indonesian Ulama Council. And MUI will announce the fatwa approval after BPJPH acknowledge the findings of laboratory examination. Finally, BPJPH will issue the halal certificate if MUI fatwa certified the goods and the company will categorize as halal.
Third content will be explained by me, Siti Nur Syafiqah binti Muhammad Amidi, about the obstacle in proposing halal certifications in Indonesia that they have been through. So, the first one is a small and medium enterprise SME sees halal certification as a license. They underestimate the certification itself and think that it's hard to get it because they think that there are so many procedures and to get the halal certifications, and they think that they're wasting their time. Even though we know that it will be providing the safety, the quality, and also guarantee the halal over their products. For a second obstacle is the limitation of human resources. In Indonesia, this is known as a major problem to development of halal industry in Indonesia. With huge number of human resources that will provide a better perceptions and understanding of the market itself. So human resources for SMEs are still minority with a multi and disordered tasks that make them ignore the halal certification for their own company. Most of them purchase their needs in the form of bulk or retail amount without any supplier and tracking number to track their orders or to track their perception. Basically, they don't have a medical sense to negotiate and find the right and the trusted supplier for them. That is the problem here. Last but not least, the obstacle is the infrastructures, facilities, and its improvements. First one, there is a lack of coordination of institutions that deal with infrastructures, and there is a lack of adequate infrastructure itself. There are legal infrastructure obstacles that concerning the plan of product halal certifications, such as LPH, Lembaga Penjamin Halal, and JPH, Jaminan Produk Halal Laws that are carried out to implement the halal certifications in Indonesia based on the rule, the system, and the procedure. But in January 2020, MUI had its own standards, which is called as Halal Assurance System, HAS. That's all for the main three obstacles, but they out there still have several obstacles such as society, the awareness, and also policy.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hi, my name is Nur Haifa Izati, and now I will explain about the benefits to the industry when having halal certificate related to business. So the first one is halal certificate. Advanced halal tourism in Indonesia is a new concept of tourism industry that arises from halal industry that can increase the economic growth. Halal tourism formed after the growth of halal industry, and the fact that halal tourism is the same as usual tourism, but what makes it different is that it requires food, products, and also services that are more compliant to Sharia law. Indonesia advanced a lot of things that most Muslims concerned about when traveling, such as prayer facilities, halal food, hospitality service that comply with the Sharia law. And the result is many basic needs of Muslims provided, such as prayer facilities, halal food stalls, hotels that comply with Sharia law, water-friendly washroom, and so on. And to ensure that Muslim customers have no doubt about the halal things, most of them have a halal certificate to ensure that the most comfortable service given to the customer, and at the same time they don't need to worry about non-halal things. The next one is halal certificate can increase business performance. This is because halal certified food already become a focus in society right now, which warranted purity, cleanliness, superior quality products, and many more. Consumer will have more confidence if the products and food are halal certified, especially if it has a halal certificate by authorities of Indonesia. With halal certificate, people certainly come to the business without hesitation, and repeat again, more and more people are aware and quickly reject foods without halal certification. Hence, it is recommended to apply for halal certificate not only to attract more Muslim consumers to the premise, but also it can benefit to the business greatly. In a conclusion, MUI, LPPOM, MUI, BPJPH, and other organizations have been conducting halal certification in Indonesia, and in hope that the food industry aims to keep providing an excellent guarantee for their consumers' halal products.